The attack on crypto continues in the United States, especially with Elizabeth Warren and Jamie Dimon, the CEO of JP Morgan. They're really going after crypto as much as they can. I wonder why. I'm going to cover that as well. But it's time for him to shut his mouth because I got some really bad information on JP Morgan. You're going to want to hear this. But first, because they care about you so much in the United States, the government does. More than 40% of U.S. personal income taxes in America are consumed in just the interest on the federal debt. So every single dollar that is printed, there is interest attached to that dollar. And that is never going to go down because it is a debt-based system. If you haven't heard that yet, I would definitely recommend reading the book The Creature from Jekyll Island from G. Edward Griffin. All right, so JP Morgan, he says the only true use case for crypto is for criminals, drug traffickers, money laundering, and tax avoidance. Really interesting. And he also said he's calling for a shutdown of Bitcoin and the crypto industry. If he was the US government, he would do exactly that. He doesn't understand Bitcoin, which is incredible considering he's running JP Morgan, one of the biggest banks in the world. And it's interesting that Elizabeth Warren, who was also worried that crypto would, be funding all these bad people and tax avoidance and all that stuff, she never mentioned that since year 2000, regulators have fined banks 7,400 times, and the fines have been totaling about $380 billion. These people are scum. She also didn't mention that JP Morgan Chase, parent company, is the second most penalized financial institution with close to $40 billion in fines for 272 violations since year 2000. There's a really cool website out there. It's called violationtracker.goodjobsfirst.org. And it shares how many violations that these big banks have had. Check this out. So yeah, since year 2000, there's been 39,322,669,157 worth of fines from JP Morgan. That's 272 penalties. It goes even further. Financial offenses, 116 of them, totaling $26 billion. Consumer protection related offenses, $8.6 billion. There were 63 of those. Competition related offenses, $2.48 billion. There was 28 of those. Government contracting related offenses, 614 million. There was one of them. And employment related offenses, $522 million. There was 48 of those. And it goes on to toxic securities abuses, investor protection violation, mortgage abuses, banking violation. The list goes on. This guy is such a scum. He needs to shut up. So this is one thing really interesting from Mike Alfred. He says JP Morgan's market cap, $451 billion. Bitcoin's market cap, $857 billion. Guess who's jealous? I think all the banks are probably really jealous. But he also goes on to say, or maybe he realizes that with $33+ trillion in national debt just alone, Bitcoin is going a lot higher, and JP Morgan's business model will be eventually broke. It is totally broke right now. It is flawed, and you know what? It's amazing that anybody even cares about these people anymore. We have a way better financial system out there that is trustless. If you understand the history of JP Morgan, oh boy, check out, it goes all the way back before 1913, before the Federal Reserve was created. It's fascinating to see what the actual guy, JP Morgan, was up to along with his crony friends. Lastly, I have a very interesting story on JP Morgan. All right, they helped facilitate, or Jamie Dimon and JP Morgan helped facilitate Jeffrey Epstein's trafficking enterprise for 15 years. And you know what the fine of that was? JP Morgan Chase has reached a $75 million settlement with the U.S. Virgin Islands over a lawsuit accusing the nation's largest bank of facilitating Jeffrey Epstein's trafficking enterprise for 15 years. Wow, bet you didn't hear that from the mainstream media, did you? But you did hear it from Crypto Tips. And you know what? This is why I like to make these videos short. I don't like to waste your time like so many other YouTubers do out there creating hour-long videos. You don't need to hear that. You're busy people out there. You got to study the market. So I'm here to give you a quick recap of what is happening and my take on it. And if you want to learn more about our cryptocurrency portfolio, definitely check out learningcrypto.com and join the CT Club. Link is below. All right, please like and subscribe, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.